scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Jackson now. Finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence?
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, The last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They go play action now. Jackson, flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Room here to run. And he loses the football a second time. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. It didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the Ravens taking the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now Hundley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Yeah, here come the Bills. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. On second down, here's Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Allen now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going up top. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Baker. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing, Hundley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this out past the 25. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On second down now. Baker. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw on second down. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They've got his man complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
Laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now again, right side, Baker. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Allen on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 30. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Marthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Hundley now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.